Mags thought it was Thursday. I thought it was Thursday. I went to bed last night like, oh, here's some notes for Thursday's show. Get it straight. I woke up this morning a couple minutes ago, like, oh, it's Wednesday. It's not Thursday. That's no good. That doesn't help us. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. This thing to start actually working. Lots going on, guys. Lots going on. I'm Mags. I'll be your host this morning on this, whatever this is. I don't like calling it a podcast. I'm not sure what that's what that is. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm here, and so let's do something. That's kind of how I look at it. Lots going on. More news about Trump and Iran. The world's getting angry. Prices are about to go even higher. Do Americans have the stomach for it? I don't know. Is Trump Jesus? Is Trump Jesus? I don't know. What do you think? That's a tough one. A lot of people. It actually is kind of tough for a lot of people, but those people are a little bit far gone. They're a little further gone down the rabbit hole than others. Let me get this thing out of my way here. All right. Computer is acting a little slow for some reason. The prices are about to go even higher, and then is Trump Jesus? So we got to talk a little bit about Swalwell as well, because I think really one of the biggest stories out there is Swalwell, and not because of the reason that you think I think it is. Trump has blockaded the Strait of Hormuz, and prices.
We have breaking news just in.
Did it again. And prices are about to go up. Do Americans have the stomach for it? I don't know. Iranian leadership is aware that the people in America do not have the stomach for it. And they'll use that against us to try to hold out as long as they can. It's the same old game with Iran. It's been Iran's play for the last 40 years, the wait game. Time's usually on their side. At the risk of sounding corny, they didn't count on President Trump. Agree or disagree with his actions, President Trump is handling this whole thing differently than previous presidents. It's because of that he is winning. He isn't playing them, or excuse me, he isn't paying them. He is crushing them. Remember when Obama gave him, was it $6 billion cash money on pallets just to be our buddy, be our friend? Trump isn't shrinking under the normal pressure games that they do, like they've used on previous presidents. And now that it's almost time to pull out, and the IRGC believes that they can wait it out. And if they can wait it out, that they can win. It's worked in the past. They know Trump only has 2.5 more years. They know if the Republicans lose the House and the Senate, that not that they did anything, that then Trump is a lame duck. His agenda will stop in its tracks, and he will be limited to executive orders that will be overturned with the next administration. Because this is what they think. They think the American people are so stupid, they will elect another weak Democrat, and we will be right back on top again. That's how Iran thinks about it. Iran's always cut off the Strait of Hormuz. Anytime they've been under pressure, eventually nations around the world call for it to stop, and Iran's control over the oil market saves them again. So Trump has blockaded the Strait of Hormuz and is not allowing ships to come or go to Iran. or any ships that paid a toll to Iran for safe passage. They're not getting allowed to go through either. In the past, it's always been, they're going to start the Strait of Hormuz. Everybody get on, they would get mad at DC or whoever, not at Tehran. They'd get mad at whoever it was that was, the aggressor, I guess, whatever you want to call it. This blockade costs Iran $276 million a day in lost exports. It costs them $159 million a day in imports. That's $435 million every day that economy is not getting. $13 billion a month. $13 billion enough. 90% of their annual trade goes through there. And yet we allowed them to control the world by threatening to control that little piece of waterway. That was just as important to them as it is to the rest of the world. 90% of their stuff goes through there. Collapse will come if they stay on this road. They know that. Their only hope comes from the American people. Yep, I said it. They know that Trump may ease up or take a deal or whatever. If the pain to the American people is too strong, and the American people in general are weak little bitches. They are coddled, soft, barely willing to vote, let alone stand up against whatever bigger things. And don't think that the media isn't going to help. Those thresholds are lower for Trump as far as when the media goes on attack. It's higher than for other presidents because the media will push the negative. They won't try to sell the president's narrative. They will continue trying to crush it. Personally, I prefer that they just told the truth. What a novel idea. So the media will hammer the president, especially with the midterms are just around the corner, which Republicans have 22 seats up for election, and the Democrats only have 14. Odds are in favor of the Democrats. They have enough that they could take both houses of Congress. If that happens, we will have 2 years of endless investigations, impeachments all over this administration. Nothing will get done. I wonder at that point if Trump loses, or not Trump, but if we lose the midterms, honestly, I wonder, would Trump think about resigning? And if he did, would he do it just after the 2-year mark so that then Vance could finish out his term as president and still be able to run twice? I wonder if Vance would end up serving the last 1 year and 11 months of Trump's term and then again still be able to run for office twice in the future. I'm still not 100% sold on Vance, so I'm not whatever, but it's a thought anyway. See some good points, man. It does seem like the world just switched oil suppliers. I was looking at some tanker stuff. Basically, all these I'm going to bring it up, but I gotta pull another video to do it. Long story short, there's tankers all over the world that are turning around, even in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and turning around and heading to America, racing toward Texas. Oh, I'm sorry, racing toward the Gulf of America. Some have actually been on their way to the Persian Gulf and did a U-turn in the Indian Ocean. American oil exports are approaching all-time record highs. Refineries are reporting that they are running at 95% capacity. Iran played the Trump card. No pun intended. They played their Trump card. They played their, we're going to close the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to put mines in there. We're going to do whatever. That one's worked over and over again. It worked in the 80s. It worked in 2007. Worked again in 2011, 2012. Worked again in 2018. Hey, it worked again in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and now 2026. But this time it doesn't seem to be working. Why is that? Is it possible? Is it America First policy that President Trump has turned a usually effective threat made by Iran into a business opportunity for America to be the world's gas station? I wonder. I don't know. I don't play 835-degree chess. I only play chess. Boring old chess. So it's an interesting angle. I'm curious to see what happens with that going on across the world. Let me check out the chat for a second. See what's going on over there in the chat or chat. Yeah, that's true. Oh, hater. Your thoughts on Trump offering to preemptively pardon his Your thoughts on Trump offering to preemptively pardon his administration? I didn't see that, but I could see that. It sucks because you had, like, for instance, you look back at the Biden administration, they were pardoning everybody because they knew that they were corrupt. In this case, like I just said, there's going to be, if the Democrats win, there's going to be endless investigations and impeachments all throughout the administration. It won't just be Trump that goes up for some impeachment. It's going to be all over the place. And I can see that the Democrats are going to be going after that pretty hard. So, and they've come out and said that. They've come out and said they'll go after him criminally. Then if they can't do that, they'll go after him civilly. They'll ruin their careers. They've said all these things. So they have a warning out there that this is going to happen. I don't like it, but I kind of understand it. Seems pretty sus. Yeah, did it seem sus when Biden did it? That's my question. Here's a good example right here. Hang on, give me one sec. I don't know what's going on. I'm running a little slow this morning. Maybe I need to crank up the diesel computer engine. The problem is stuff like this where come on. Where you at? Let's go. If your reaction to these two images was subsequently different in either direction, it's time to do some soul searching, principles, and inventory. So the top picture was, I believe that was what the Olympics, where they were doing like the Last Supper thing with LGBT mental disorder people. Yeah. And then the bottom was that. And like, I don't know if that's true as far as being, I'm not equally upset. Like the top one is straight up mocking to the world right in their faces, Christianity and Jesus. And the other one is stupid. Stupid. The post he made was not good. Not good, Mr. President. Not good. Blasphemy? No. It's not blasphemy. Let's hear what he has to say about
it. Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ? Well, it wasn't depicted. It was
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support, and only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
I mean, you got to call some bullshit on that. I would think you have to, right? It didn't look like a doctor. You could sit here and say he gets stuff shoved through his face all day for approvals. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. The thing is I don't really care. I'm not going to be one of these people out here that get all hell bent over it and clutching my pearls when I wasn't clutching my pearls before.
Serious life-threatening illness.
What is this? So yeah, I feel like I need to bring it up. We can watch this together and figure out what this is.
Are you suffering from a serious life-threatening illness? Has your doctor told you you're probably going to die? My name is Dr. Donald Trump, and I have helped millions of patients with conditions just like yours. Cancer, heart disease, ALS, you name it. Conditions your doctor said were untreatable. I've seen them all, and I fixed them all. I use an advanced technique that the cheating medical establishment don't want you to know about. The results are, frankly, incredible. Nobody gets results like this. They're the greatest results.
They gave me 6 weeks to live, but then I called the hotline and was healed entirely through the phone.
I was clinically brain dead, and my wife was about to pull the plug when the doctor saved my life.
If you or someone you love is suffering, don't wait. Don't let the corrupt medical establishment tell you what's possible. Call 1-900-NOT-JESUS today. Let's make your health great again. Are you suffering from
1-900-NOT-JESUS? We have to be able to laugh at that stuff, right? I mean, like, come on. Come on. We have to be able, if you take it too serious, that's no good. Let me pop this up there. Too many of us take each other too serious. Oh, and then this other bill they're doing to try to the 25th. We're going to get to that tomorrow night, I think. I got to do a little bit of research on that. But they're pushing to basically override the Constitution and push the 25th Amendment onto Congress to be able to really do.
You really don't know anything.
All right. All right. Thanks. The new TDS is defending Trump no matter how much he betrays his base. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. That's the new narrative anyway. Everybody's falling apart. It's all falling apart. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Blasphemy, I tell you. It's blasphemy. Is it now? Remember I'm not gonna get into it. Anyway, we'll leave that one alone. There is this one video that I just scrolled past that I do want to show real quick. Principal Kirk Moore rushed to a shooter when he aimed his weapon. He kept basically a guy came into the school with a weapon, with a gun in his hand, and the principal didn't waste any time. He just dove at him. I love this. Up here on the top left is the shooter, guy with the gun right here. Principal comes from over here. He's got a gun in his hand. He's pointed it around. Now, that got caught. Probably, if he really wanted to, he probably could have shot that principal when he was coming in. But look at that. That's great. That's great. What a hero. Who knows how many lives he saved? That's great. It's not often that you see good stuff like that go on. And you got the old crowd. I do believe that he didn't think of this as a depiction of Jesus when posting. Still, there has to be more care and discernment here. I don't believe the president intended to depict himself as Jesus when he posted it. He is a believer, after all. I do appreciate that he deleted it, something President Trump really does. Personally, I don't believe the president intended to depict himself as Jesus when he posted it. He is a believer after all. I do appreciate that he deleted it since it's something that President Trump has really done. I mean, like, what are we doing here, guys? Wake up. This is what the stuff that works on the left when you have these people coming out and saying the same thing over and over, pushing the same narratives over and over and over. So anyway, yeah, it was not blasphemy. It was highly inappropriate. It was irreverent. It was crossing a big line. Yeah. Yeah. No one liked that. Well, I'm sure there were some people, probably thousands of people that liked it, but those people are useful idiots. I am a Christian. I was not offended by that picture. I know Trump has a long history of posting over-the-top meme-style, satirical, or AI-generated memes or images or whatever you want to call them. That being said, I almost always don't say to delete it, to delete posts or apologize for them, but this one merits both. Personally, I viewed it as a tone deaf or dumb, but not a serious attack on God. Most of the people who were arguing back and forth about it online are puppets anyway. That's the narrative now. It's God. It's Jesus versus Trump, and you have to come down on the side of Jesus because Jesus is the tops. So how could anyone win that fight? You know, it's like they think they have them finally cornered because it's the binary solution. Whoever convinced the American people that we have to see everything as binary, either supporting someone 100% or against them 100%, no in between, get in line, don't step out of it, or you'll be ostracized, you'll be the enemy. I don't really care about that, man. I don't care. It's just another tool, and it will disappear next week. It'll be gone again. Just like if we get done in Iran and we get out of there in the next couple of weeks, it won't have much of an effect on the midterms either. What should have an effect on the midterms is the absolute lack of any kind of anything from the Democrat or from the Republican Party in Congress. We should be more angry at them. Now, Swalwell. I am deeply sorry to my I'm sorry, I should probably do it like this.
I am deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for being for mistakes in judgment I've made in my past.
So that these allegations are mistakes in judgment. Now, to be fair, it's just allegations. So, you know, let's keep it that way. We can't convict the guy now.
I am aware. Oh, wait. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. I am aware of efforts to bring an immediate expulsion vote against me and other members. Expelling anyone in Congress without due process within days of an alleged allegation being made is wrong. But it's also wrong for my constituents to have to be distracted from my duties. Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress. I will work with my staff in the coming days to ensure they are able, in my absence, to serve the needs of the good people of the 14th Congressional District. What a champion. What a hero for women's rights.
Look at him go. It's all about women. Oh, wait, it is all about women. Is it all about women with him? It might be all about women. Here's the classic fart scene because, you know, I just scrolled down and it was there. So why not? Why not?
$100 to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard from Republicans all last week was that
was pretty good.
To ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard from Republicans all last week was that
I don't know how this guy was ever taken serious.
Well, were you calling it a DCC?
Just a despicable man, right? What a scumbag. We have been screaming about him for years. People have known about him for years. I gotta get together and find some of these clips, but I'm gonna feature this a little bit on tomorrow night's show just because I need to cover this stuff. But where did all these people come from? There's 55. That's the last count I saw. 55 women. 55 women have come out against him and said there are allegations of sexual misconduct, abuse, yada, 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 yada. So where do they all come from? Why does the Democrat Party only care now? Why was he protected when he was in Congress? This is a huge story that the right should be pounding. We should be focused on it because it exposes the whole Democrat Congress. 50 women, 50 former staffers, allegations of rape, violent rapes with victims choked unconscious, allegedly. This is the man who went out there for years. Protect women. Protect women. Protect women. I'm not big on accusations because, like, this one lady here who came out about it.
The allegation. She's speaking now in California, Beverly Hills. Let's watch.
In 2018, while I was living and working as a model in Beverly Hills, and I also owned a fashion software company, I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions.
Why do they always
after
seem nuts?
meeting him socially. He offered me connections to further my software company, and I also had an interest in local politics. He invited me to 2 public events. I knew he was married at the time and that his wife was pregnant.
And yet,
he was my friend.
Oh.
On the 3rd occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. I only had 1 glass of wine. We were supposed to go to a political event, and he said he needed to get paperwork from his hotel room. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated, and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me, and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity. Although I did not undergo a rape kit at the time, I disclosed the assault to the people closest to me. I also recorded these events in my handwritten calendar. The assault and its impact were later documented during my therapy sessions at a sexual assault center.
The allegation.
How come these people didn't come out before? That's my first question. It always is on both sides. Doesn't matter which side it comes from, because sexual allegations are always used because they are. You can't question them. You can't question them. You can't pressure a victim. You can't, this woman is a victim. Where were you before? Why didn't you come out before? Why all of a sudden are 50 some of these people coming out? The real story, the one you should be paying attention to, the one we should be focused on and pushing is not about the man himself or about the actions he allegedly took, guilty or innocent of these latest accusations. He's been a sleazeball for plenty of other reasons for a long, long time. That's not what matters here. We all know what's going to happen. There'll be investigations and it'll start to fade from the news. And when it's not important anymore, all those things will disappear. Normal people are focusing on the accusations and they hate him for it. It's an easy emotional trigger. The story here isn't about another slimy politician whose ego and sex drive got him into trouble. That story is so played out. What matters here is the timing. This is a story that the right could use to expose the Democrats in Congress for the whole nation to see. For years, rumors and whispers about Swalwell's behavior with women on his staff were an open secret in Democratic circles on Capitol Hill. You don't have that many women coming out all of a sudden. No one knew anything. Nobody cared. The women, the party of women, no one cared. He was a rising star. He was all over the news and social media. He was Pelosi's golden boy. He was.
We love you all.
Oh, no.
Shut
All right,
up.
there you go. He was Pelosi's golden boy.
Shut up.
There, that's better. Thanks. You're a little late on the jump there, Nancy. Drink a little less of vodka. They treated him like family because he was useful, loyal, and able to win elections in California. He was the clear Democrat frontrunner for the governorship of California. Then, in a span of just a few days, everything flipped. Suddenly, amazing how this works, guys. Suddenly, more than 55 former staffers signed an open letter calling for his resignation. Current staffers issued horrific, horrified statements. Endorsements vanished overnight. The same Democratic machine that protected him for over a decade turned on him with ruthless efficiency. I mean, really. Just sit back and think about it. The right has been screaming about how this guy had an affair with a Chinese spy. Fang Fang. Don't bang, bang, fang, fang. For a decade, they did that with absolutely no results. Nothing. No accountability. No nothing. And in just days, the Democrat Party destroyed him. Why the sudden change? Because California's primary system advances only the top two vote getters to the general election. And right now, the top two are both Republicans. So you're going to have two Republicans running for the office of governor in California, meaning, guess what? A Republican would win. Party bosses realized that they had too many Democrats splitting the vote. They quietly asked Swalwell to drop out so another Democrat could consolidate support and knock one of those Republicans out of the top two. His ego wouldn't allow him to do it. So he said no. You can't do that when they created you because they can destroy you. So the very same machine that he weaponized against Brett Kavanaugh and Donald Trump and countless others was finally turned on one of their own. The party of women, the loudest champion of hashtag believe women and hashtag me too, suddenly discovered their principles the moment Swalwell became a liability to their electoral math. For over a decade, they didn't care. The second it threatened their power, they cared a lot. That's the story. Not Swalwell. The timing. The perfectly exposes that for it just exposes that the Democrat Party always comes first. Party over people, party over patriotism, party over country, party over everything. That's their strength. They can muster up lots of loyalty from useful idiots all across the country who will stand up and speak out, unlike the ones on our side most of the time. Women's issues, staff safety, believing survivors, empty slogans. Go figure. A politician with empty slogans, useful slogans no less, until they stop winning votes. Most people should be talking about the timing, less about the accusations, more about who else knew and when. Don't tell me there weren't Congress people up there that didn't know what was happening with Eric Swalwell and just decided to keep their mouths shut. They need to be brought up too. Especially with all this talk lately where they wanted to make it public as far as the money that the slush fund that Congress uses for these kind of lawsuits and stuff like that. We need less excuses from Republicans. These pathetic Republicans. This could tear the Democratic Party apart. Republicans won't go after it because they don't want to win. They want to continue the status quo. There's nothing else you can say about that. The Congress does not care. We need to pursue this and expose the people in Congress who knew about rape or other victims of sexual assault and looked the other way. If you were out there chanting for the Epstein files to be released, you should damn well want this information out there as well. I wonder if there'll be as much of a push for that. I wonder. Trump was a failed businessman who had to get his loans from Russia. That's not accurate at all. How do you have $6 billion in the bank, call yourself a failed businessman? I've been a business owner for a long time, and sometimes bankruptcy happens. That's part of the risk that you take by being the business owner. It is what it is. That's part of the beauty of doing a business is you put everything on the line. That's why you get paid more than your employees. You understand, right? Jesus was a woke brown. No, he wasn't woke. Ridiculous. Jesus was a woke brown immigrant, so I doubt he'd care about the top image. I'm not sure which one I had up anymore. It's obvious. Oh, this one.
It's obvious you don't care if he lies to you.
It's obvious. It's interesting that you said that right after I called him out for his bullshit about the doctor comment. It's like you don't hear anything. You just have a script that you have to push. Hate on mags. Today is day 907. Oh, wait, it's been like 5 years. So we're looking at like, today is day 1625 of hating mags. So must get in there and comment negativity on mags. It doesn't matter if he just agreed with me or if not. He has to be negative. They're gotta be negative. Like you guys are like puppets, like machines. Ronald Reagan's slogan was "Make America Great." The happy golden years, long before Trump used them. I believe he used that. So it wasn't his slogan. He used it in, I think, one campaign ad. He did say it, but it was only on like one camp. I don't believe it was his slogan. I think I looked that up before. Sorry if my question sounded dumb. Where is it? What is MagAmericans? That's just me. I'm Mags. This is MagAmericans. I started it on January 6th when I was watching what was going on down in DC on January 6th, 2021. You know, been here ever since. Ha ha ha. Yep. He resigned so he wouldn't lose his forever paycheck from taxpayers. He doesn't care about anyone. No, it's a shame. But the thing is that they have given us this gift. The left continues to expose themselves and expose themselves and expose themselves. This just looks funny, so we're gonna have to play it. Continue to expose themselves over and over and over again. We have to get out there and point this out. The Democrat Party hid sexual assault for how many years? How many years did they hold this and keep it silent, not tell anybody about it? Can I ask you a genuine question? I mean, yeah, how about it? I don't know how far behind I am. Oh, I'll take a little timey outy. I don't do the spamming. I don't know what this is. Let's play it and see.
Due to the Chinese spy and rape allegations, I hereby resign from Congress. Hide your kids, hide your wife. So long. Get down.
That was pretty lame. That was pretty lame. MAGA flips on everything. How's that even? What? Republicans won't go after it because it opens the door for the rebuttal of, well, what about Trump? No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh. Where have you been? Do you not pay any attention? The dude's been investigated for 10 years. There is no credible evidence that he did anything wrong. Zero. The fact that some people out there, some people out there, you people out there still believe this garbage is just ridiculous to me. I mean, if it comes out, you know, you have to say it. If something came out, I'm 100% against him, yada, yada, yada. Of course I am. Of course I am. Of course I am. But nothing's come out, and the man's been investigated more than anybody. You understand that? He's been investigated more than anybody. Anybody. He has been investigated by more people than anybody. Trump won't go after That's not why, man. It's because it's a uniparty. It's because it's a uniparty. They don't pass the SAVE Act so they can go, oh, well, you know, it was Democrats. We just couldn't get it passed, guys. We tried. How many bankruptcies has Trump had? I don't know. 6, I think. I'm not sure, though. We're way past day 900. This is 10 years of political Trump living for free in the heads of leftists. Yeah. I was referring to people like Bob Swagger who come in and have chased me around for years and years and years and years and years. Yeah, that's good morning, Faith. Hey, did you get to hit the button? Hey, I know you hit the button, right, Dougie? Did you hit that button, Dougie? Come on, do the Dougie. It's a uniparty. Amen. That's 100% it. 0, 0, 0.
You might need your glasses prescription updated. The whole world can see it, but you refuse to see it.
The whole world can see it, can they? Absolutely. I'll go through them eventually. Usually I go through the chats. I just whatever. If you really think that the Republicans won't go after Swalwell because of the Trump, it's worked on you. Congratulations to the puppet masters. Congratulations to the subversion artist. It has worked on you. You have been subverted. You have been knighted into the useful idiot army of subverted people. Get some. Politicians voted on that slush fund bill, and all Democrats and majority of Republicans voted against it. Yep. And we all forget so quickly, don't we? It's despicable. How can we allow these things? That should outrage people. You should tell the American people that Congress has a slush fund to pay for their BS like that. And once everyone actually really knew that and actually processed it, we are being run by kings and queens. These people are in a different class altogether. They are the ruling class. We are the serfs. We are the servants. It shouldn't be that way. Who gives a shit? Try him in jail, his ass. I agree. You realize you're just doing what you said, man. Pot to the kettle. Good one. If you can find one, I challenge you, Doug. I challenge you. Find one piece of evidence that shows that Trump abused women or girls or whatever. One piece of evidence, not hearsay, not garbage like that. One piece of evidence. You should surely be able to find it if you are so far down that ridiculous, retarded, progressive, leftist rabbit hole that you can't understand. Find one. Good luck. And you, my man, you are a predator. You, my man, have acted like a traitor to the working class. He was convicted, believe the survivors. He was convicted. This is a great example of how these narratives work on people. He was convicted in a civil case of some BS. And if you knew the details of it, you'd laugh. But you don't. You don't know the details of it. You only know the headlines. I do not know if this is true or not. I need to do my research on it still, but I heard a rumor that California is making a bill to stop investigative journalism. As a matter of fact, they are. Let me bring it up here.
This is
all right.
A bit crazy. California Democrats advance Stop Nick Shirley Act to criminalize investigative journalism. So after I expose widespread fraud all across America, and quite frankly, states like Minnesota and California are just the worst at it, letting fraud take place, especially inside of immigrant communities. For instance, the Somalians in Minnesota and then the Armenians in California. And so now they're trying to silence anybody who exposes fraud inside of California. For instance, if this bill is passed, the Quality Leering Center that was in Minnesota would be protected from being exposed. That is absolutely crazy. And the crazy thing about this is the person who's proposing this bill, her name is Mia Bonta. Her husband is the Attorney General of California. And so let's say you expose fraud. This is what could happen to you inside the state of California. You could get a misdemeanor, a $10,000 fine, imprisonment, and your content forced to be deleted. That is absolutely crazy. It is time for people to either stand up or we face mass oppression from those that rule us.
It's the truth. What happened to the First Amendment? That violates the First Amendment. But that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You got to silence them. There's a lot of videos out here. We need to.
That's fraud.
How come they said this?
There's a lot of fraud. Hello, wake up. It is fascism. It is. Yeah. They don't have control of independent media like they do with the MSM. It's the truth. That's why that, but the social media, they're pretty much running that too. They pretty much run that too. It's ugly. It's ugly. What else do we got here? What else do we got? Let's see. Is that anything queued up? There's a lot of ugly stories out there that I don't really want to. Let's see here. I said that one already. I did that one. It's time we wake up, guys. Good morning, Carrie. We're getting ready to head out of here already. Now, what the heck happened to you? Oh, we love you. We love you. Hang on, let me hit the volume on something over here. Wednesday, hump day. It's almost over, guys. We're almost done. When did he leave you? Why is Patsy so angry? The Republicans are fascists, just realizing Antifa are the good guys. Wow. 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 That's hilarious. Maybe we should stay for a little while and have a conversation. That's great.
The Republicans are fascists, just realizing Antifa are the good guys.
Antifa are the good guys. Antifa are the good guys. He said Antifa are the good guys. It's such a joke. I tried to make you laugh. I tried. There's not much funny stuff going on out there. This is a little bit more of a story about the Nick Shirley situation. I'll play this because it is pretty interesting. And it's the beginning of the end of the,
In this building, right behind me, they just passed a bill that would practically outlaw Nick Shirley-style journalism by creating a chilling effect on people like him when they go expose fake hospice and daycare centers that use ghosts.
Wait.
You're an idiot. Veteran are Antifa. You're an idiot. Veteran are Antifa. Veteran are Antifa.
Oh, I'm a veteran. Does that mean that I'm Antifa? It absolutely does not. Antifa is like a group of clowns. It's a group of little whiny clowns. That's all it really is. Already disproven, you bigot. What? Come on, Patsy. Come on. Give it to us, Patsy. Doug, charge up your engines. Let's go. Come on. Get to all the hating. Let it out. Consider this your psychology or your psychological therapy. I'll be your therapist today, where we will be listening to your, I don't know. I don't even understand that. Already disproven, you bigot. You're an idiot. Veterans are Antifa. Antifa's the heroes. Antifa's the good guys. How can anybody think that? It'd be interesting. That could be an interesting conversation. No, created by vets, you hypocrite. You accuse the Dems are fascists, but you're against Antifa. Wait. Hang on.
No, created by vets. You hypocrite. You accuse the Dems are fascists, but you're against Antifa.
Oh, you're still of the people. You're still of the ilk that think that Antifa, anti-fascist, actually means anti-fascist. You're still under the spell. Okay, I didn't realize what I was dealing with here. You're like an OG. You're like one of the ones that really believe. Like, you believe. Even people that support Antifa know that they're not anti-fascists. It's funny when they say, like, the SS or the ICE is the SS and all that stuff, when really the closest thing we have to that is Antifa. That is the dumbest thing you're going to hear all day. It was created by vets, so it must be good. Hey, guess what? Oath Keepers was created by vets. Do you think they're good? How about the 3%ers? They were made by vets. What about the Proud Boys? They were founded. Does that mean that they're all good too? Does that mean we should listen to them? Your logic is weak, very weak. You can say that you'll go to the insults and call me a predator, whatever that means, and all that stuff. It's very cool, very cool. You're the reason I almost want to do call-in shows. I couldn't imagine what a conversation like that could be. Maybe we should do that, man. Maybe I keep thinking about it. Maybe we should be doing those call-in shows. I think that might be it. I might have to work that out. Why am I a predator? Can you explain why I'm a predator? Please do. Everybody, welcome to the Patsy Show, where we're going to listen to Patsy explain to me why I'm a predator. Did you not know that Antifa is so good they use fascist tactics like the suppression of political speech, the radicalization and recruiting of people, including digital harassment and doxing? No, they're good people. They're good people. Why did Trump say praise Allah on Easter? Because it says praise God, and he was trolling people. It was actually kind of effective. I'm not a big fan of that either. Trump should. I've always had kind of a problem with how he talks on the Twitter, on the social media. You look like comedian Tom Segura. I wish I had his money. All the ones, fat Jesus pardon. Now you're calling him Jesus? Hey, don't you understand? He is not Jesus. He is not Jesus. What are you doing? Now you're calling him Jesus? Look at this fake news all over the place. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I keep looking at the things to bring up, and it's all just horrible, bad news. Like, there's not a lot of good news going on out there anymore. You have to actually look for it because it doesn't sell. People aren't going to try to sell that stuff to other people. They don't care.
I don't know what's going on with his family, but
I don't know what's going on with this guy.
It's definitely a horrible situation for family. They're using that as a cover to attack me right.
This is Eric Swalwell's buddy. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. Same people calling for the 25th Amendment on President Trump spent 4 years insisting this was sharper than attack. Sad to look at, but come on, guys. It's all this helps expose all the hypocrisy. Don't tarnish the name of Tom Segura. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. Did I do that? Oh no, it must have been whoever said I look like him. Dems have been calling him Orange Jesus for years. Now they're upset. Pearl clutching. They are outraged when they need to be, whenever it's politically motivating or whatever. Old men need to just fade away. What about, I'm looking at your picture. What about old women? Should old women fade away? What does that even mean? How do you get to that point? If I did a call in, would you call in, Patsy? Would you do a call in next show? Maybe. Would you be willing to do that? Could be an interesting conversation. I'd like to talk to you about Antifa, about your thoughts on Antifa. Maybe we could have a real dialogue. Maybe we'll get to the end of it, and then I'll see it your way.
Shut up.
Right? Right? Yeah, I think I did the. I was setting up some. I did. Those who don't know, I have my own company, and I have two. I have my own company, and I just got for setting some stuff up, and I was doing things with the phones, and I didn't realize. I never knew because I'm old. I got a lot of gray hairs here, but I never really knew. Holy brain fart! Wow, I'm getting old. I am getting old. I didn't. Yeah, the Google phone number. So I didn't know it was so darn easy to get a Google phone number. Maybe it's maybe I'm having some mental problems. Maybe it's all the cultish behavior. Anyway, I didn't know it was so easy to set that up, and I didn't know it was so easy to patch it through my thing here. So it could be fun. It could be fun. Would you though? I need an answer because it would be all about you, Patsy. It would be the Patsy show. We could do the Patsy show. It could be just like Hannity and Combs. Don't like being invisible to young girls. What's that mean? What's that mean? Tell me what that means. I don't know. I need to know what that means. Another country. Would you be willing to come on? That could be a really interesting or really bad, boring conversation. I don't know. Show the footage of Antifa owning Ashley Babbitt. Some people are just ugly, I guess, huh? Some people just have that rot in their heart. Until humanity goes extinct or we will find another way of immortality, there will always be the old. And when the old die, there will still be the old as the young will get old. Yeah. I just, I don't understand a lot of I just don't understand the weird comments. I almost want to understand. Antifa's the good guys. Antifa's the good guys. Okay. All right. I know, right? That's why they showed up on January 6th. Good point. Good point. Trying to overthrow the democratic process is fascist. Good point. That's why the January 6th happened. Because that's what they were doing. Oh, sending tremendous hatred. Oh, man. Sorry, it doesn't work here. You can try to send it, but it just doesn't come through. It doesn't bother me. It just bounces off. Pray, buddy. Pray. Take a minute to pray. Sending tremendous hatred to you. Well, it's not going to work. So you can keep trying, though. I know that your bosses tell you that works. You could hope. Oh, I hate that guy. I really want him off YouTube. Oh, he's still there. Maybe I'll report him a bunch of times. Get rid of him. That's the problem. All you do is try to silence free speech. That's the only avenue that the left has is they silence free speech, you see, because they can't debate the issues with people on the conservative side because they don't have a foot to stand on. Their policies suck. So because they can't have that debate, they decide to shut down the other side's speech. And then you have Americans out there, Americans who claim to support that document right there, who support that kind of behavior. It's probably true. Well, that's the thing. I control the mic, so I could pause, and I would still give time to the other person. I'd be fair about it, you know. You probably wouldn't be able to get a word in, and it would be insult after insult. If she crashes out, she'll probably hang up and call you back 30 times, too. Probably. I noticed that I haven't seen it. I don't know, maybe there is a comment, but I haven't seen a comment about it since I extended that invitation. You
don't have a democracy.
We have a constitutional republic. So yeah, you're right. We don't have a democracy. Good thing. I'm just going to move on from there. Wonderful. Wonderful. You want to change now? It's working, buddy. It's working. The hate you're sending me is working. Where is it? Oh my gosh. When's it going to get here? Did you send it overnight? Is it like an instant kind of care package? Like an emotional care package? How's that work? How do you send hate to people? Does that mean you could send love too? Because I'd be really interested in that. That'd be kind of cool. You could send out love like that and people could like feel your love. I'm getting narcissistic injuries. This is great.
These people are crazy.
Amen, they are. Amen. Amen, they are. That's great. Sending tremendous hatred. Oh, man. Is it gonna work? When's it gonna work? Well, how do I know if it's working? I need to know these things, man. I gotta know if it's effective. Antifa wearing masks, good. ICE wearing masks, fascist, right? Right. Fascist and comms always silence free. Yes, they do. Don't live in your country. I do live in. Wait, so why you even what? You're not even. Okay. So you didn't answer my question though. I noticed you avoided that. Anytime people are called to task, oftentimes, especially these weak people that go into these chat rooms and stuff, and they'll like shout from the back trying to disrupt everything. Even those people, especially, they always wither when those opportunities arise to actually have a debate. This is what I was saying a second ago. They don't debate. They try to shut down free speech. They can't have a conversation. They don't know enough, and the things they do know, their policies don't work. So they can't have that debate. They have to just shut down free speech, insult people, try to take away people's credibility, those things. You know, Saul Alinsky's 12 Rules for Radicals. You should be familiar with that. Half the people out here, the lefty liberal people, are doing it anyway, and they don't even know who Saul Alinsky is, but they've been trained, yes, trained, just like dogs, to go out there and perform the actions on that 12 Rules for Radicals list. Oh. Praying everything works out for you. You people are genuinely brain. You people? You just refuse to listen. Stay out of our politics then, Patsy. You obviously don't understand it. Did you just say we don't have a democracy? Can you switch to cooking or woodworking? Actually, I'm really good at both of those things. I could absolutely do a show on both of those things, except for the fact that I don't need to because we don't have a democracy. We have a constitutional republic. Just waiting for that one to get to you. Like a dropping a rock into a. Whoa, oh, there it is. If I got there, hopefully it works. Yeah, good luck, dog. Question: how do you feel about Trump's low approval rating? I don't care. High gas prices and groceries. Groceries and things like that have been coming down considerably. Now they're going to go back up some. It's part of the game that they're playing in Iran. It's where we've always backed down and finally are not going to back down, which is kind of refreshing. So I guess we'll wait and see. This is I don't get lost in these issues. Like, I don't go, oh my gosh, gas is more. Now I have to vote this way. I don't. It happens with every administration. They go up, they go down. If they're Republicans, it's their fault. If they're Democrats, it's not. It's a game that they play all the time. Gas prices go up because of what's going on out there. I get it. We'll see what happens. I'd like him to get out of there soon. Oh man, can you send me some hatred, please? I'm always happy. Oh man, I didn't think you were live today. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. You all right? You all right? Hello, are you AI? I am not AI. I am not. Is that Hillary's mentor? Yes. Yes, Saul Alinsky was Hillary's mentor. I don't pay attention. I see it's at a low approval rating or crazy. I don't pay attention to the polls. I don't pay attention to the approval ratings. I'm not interested in that. It's not really a good reflection. And the thing about polls is polls used to be used to reflect public opinion. However, now they are used to influence public opinion. I don't trust polls anymore. Yes, useful idiots. Yes, yes, yes. Some dude been live streaming out of Palestine yesterday and today. Find it interesting how they don't have food, but yet this guy can live stream. Well, it's kind of like how this is why it popped in my head how Jake Lang was live streaming from his jail cell, right? Going on TV and stuff. That happens. You skipped my comment. Did I? Did I skip it? I didn't skip it. Oh, maybe you said that after. I'm a little behind here. Even the job, you can't have this much primal rage. One more thing here. We gotta find something that's relatively funny. Is there anything funny? Something funny? Something we can all laugh at? Anything out there? I guess not. I guess not. Whatever. It's all right. It's hump day. It's gonna be closer to Friday, and in a little bit than it will be to Monday. Yay! That's a good question, isn't it? That's a good question. Amen. Sapphire. Keep her Sapphire in your prayers for travel mercies tomorrow. She's gonna be taking herself a little trip. So if we can trust polls or media or internet, how can so if we can't, I'm assuming you mean if we can't trust polls or media or internet, how can we believe you? Then all we know is that you could be making stuff up. So what's more logical? A small podcast news station that travels the world. It's I got you. It's got to be a mix of them. It's got to be a mix of them. People know I don't lie because the people that have watched me know me, and they know I don't. It's just I don't know how I'm supposed to prove that to you. It's the same thing as when I'm a contractor. You're in a negative uphill battle because you got so many people out there that are just like, oh, I got me a ladder and a truck, so now I'm a roofer, and you got to deal with these. The customers are all have a bad taste in their mouth because they've been screwed over by people like that. So you have to somehow get them to trust you, but you can't just come out and say, no, you could totally trust me, because everyone does that. So I don't know the answer to that question. I guess keep your nose clean and your reputation good, and eventually that's what happens. No, we know you. We know you lie. You also just think it's the truth. Oh, okay. Can you tell me a lie I've ever told? Any lie I've ever told? Anything? Any lie, even one? So we got Dougie out there looking for one thing about Trump, one actual piece of evidence, and then you have this other alt here of somebody else. Now we know you. We know you lie. You also just think it's the truth. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so I need a lie. Oh, Jake paid the guards to get those phones with the money that was for all J6ers. Interesting. Dog wants in. Huh. So yeah, so do those things. You find one piece of evidence that shows, Doug, you find the evidence on Trump, because you're going to come back with, this is going to be a big show. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Doug's going to be here. He's going to have proof, evidence that Trump committed some kind of a sexual deviant act. I'm sure of it because he is sure of it. And then after that, we're going to switch over to, who was it? Who the hell was it? I forget the name now. I forget. It doesn't matter. Then we're going to switch over to another clown. Sir whatever. They're going to switch over to another clown, and he's going to come in and he's going to show how the evidence about a lie that I've told. I need a lie. No, you said a lie. Hang on. Yes, you specifically misrepresented the positions you don't agree with for your own gains, especially on trans people, if I remember correctly. Apparently you don't. Where is the lie? You said I lie. So where's the lie? One single lie. Where is it? You shouldn't speak in absolutes. That's what morons do. It's too easy to prove you're wrong. So anytime you got it, just throw down and you put a thing in the comments, whatever you got to do, get me that message. I'll put it out there. I'll put it out there on the show. You find me something. Find the lie. Find the lie. That sounds like whiny bitch stuff to me.
You specifically also lie about yourself and your open-mindedness.
Wow. You sound impressive. So a lie, though. Yeah, they do. They get out of, I think this is a lot of the people left over in California that are still up from the previous night. I'm not really sure. Hey, look, he's doing the thing I accused him of. Does that approve me to be a liar? No, it doesn't. You can deflect all you want, but does that approve me to be a liar? Like you said I was a liar. You said I always lie. So what's up? Can you give me one? No, I didn't think so. I mocked you because it's easy to mock you. Cranky mullet. Host is childish every day. Don't even try. He can't handle his party is dying. Stoney already commented on that earlier in the show. I don't see it. It wasn't blasphemous. It's not a blasphemous thing, but you should rewind and see what my thoughts are. It might surprise you. I feel bad for people that are like the low IQ people out there that try their best to try to get me and stuff. And then they it's just interesting watching how they work, how they slide around, never have to be accountable, can say things, don't have to prove it. And then they call you the liar. It's amazing. It's like dealing with a bunch of little kids sometimes. Opening Pandora's box. Interesting. So yeah, they know I'm heading out, then they always pop out. It's funny because I'll say that, I'm like, oh, we're gonna head out, and I'm gonna pop it out. And they get heated. People get mad, man. There's a lot of angry people out there, as you can see. They think they believe all the stuff. They believe all the things. They believe MAGA's dying. They believe Trump's dying. He's at the hospital. They believe whatever they're told to believe. Look at it. It just goes up and down with the wind. Just to and fro with the wind.
You specifically did what I said you'd do. I managed to prove my position.
You didn't. Only to a weak liberal mind do you think you proved your opinion, because you think you can just speak it into existence and it's true. It doesn't make it true. As much as you want to believe it, it doesn't make it true.
You had to hit a silly button and make yourself feel big. It's
a dial. It's a dial. There's like a dial in there. There's other buttons like this one for you. The host is so mean to me. When I say things that are lies, he doesn't believe me. Even when I tell him to, he still won't believe me. It's hilarious. I love it. I love it. Haters gonna hate. They always come out towards the end, it seems like. It's kind of funny. It's been real, guys. It's been real. I appreciate anybody out there watching, even all you haters that can't seem to get enough. I appreciate you as well. What we got here is we got a Thursday night coming up. That's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. So we will see you. All you haters, make sure you come. Don't forget to bring your facts now. Prove how I lied. Prove how Trump is a sexual deviant. Come on, you guys got this. You got this. Don't lose hope. Have faith in the hate. Remember to have faith in the hate. The rest of us who live normal lives and have some joy in our heart, pray for your enemies. Remember to pray for your enemies. Smile at a stranger. It oftentimes means more to them than you know, and you can improve the whole day. worry too much about these little trolls out here in the chat. They are unhappy people. You can't take them serious. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. We will see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the original show with Faith and Country. God bless you. See you then.